let's start with your reading, Libra. This is going to be a reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. It's a general reading, so feel free to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Now, let's start by looking into where you're coming from and what you went through, and these three cards will help you understand if this message is for you or not. Ouch. Okay. Well, we clearly see something here that is showing us a conflicting situation. Right here, we have the Star, the Devil, the Three of Swords. So clearly, this is something that you had a lot of hopes for. That Star energy is bringing in the wish, is bringing in the fire, and just that overall feeling of wanting for this to work out, wanting for this to be successful. Right now, we see that right next to the Star, though, we have this Devil card, which is clearly showing us how at times this situation was absolutely perfect, and then other times instead, this was very, very awful, very difficult to deal with. I see that you had to sacrifice your happiness. You had to sacrifice even your values for the sake of the situation. And at times, maybe you did it without even noticing it, without even seeing that you were doing this, Libra. But clearly, with this combination of cards, I see that you might have lost yourself a little bit. And not because you were completely clueless of everything that was happening. You might have had few signs here and there, things that were showing you that the real situation, the reality of things was not what you thought it was going to be or what you thought it was in that moment in time. There is clearly some sort of rude awakening, and maybe you wanted to keep believing in this, keep believing that eventually it's going to change, eventually things are going to get better, they're going to see that they have to behave differently, that they have to be, for example, more faithful, that they have to invest themselves more, just like I am investing myself in this. You tell yourself that things could actually improve, but eventually we see this Three of Swords over here, and we see how painful the situation eventually ended up being. It's not easy to move on from this type of energy, this type of attachment. You see in this card at the very bottom right here, someone who feels at the mercy of this energy, who feels controlled by this energy. And you were, at some point in time at least, you were, maybe subconsciously, but that is exactly the case right now. Again, it's not easy to move on from this, but I also see you very determined at times to let go of this. And then for some reason, this energy always sucks you back in. The truth is that when it comes to the other person, to the other side of this, you can really see only 10% of the full energy. There is so much hidden, and we'll look into what this is when we clarify. But what I also see here is that at some point you started holding back too, and you were both holding back at some point, making the dynamic of the situation very toxic, very difficult. There is love, but I have to say, especially in this case, love is not enough. It's not easy to let go, but you need to believe and understand that some people are not meant to go with you on your journey. Some people must be left behind. They're meant to be temporary. Not everyone you lose is a loss. It's clear right here because there is a lot hidden, a lot that I believe at least it would have not made you happy if you knew about it. So what you need to do right now is accept it, move on, and find yourself again. Now, let's see what's going on in the current situation in order to understand if there is anything that you should know about what's going on around you right now. Okay. I keep seeing that conflicting type of energy. Right now, we see the Sun, the Six of Cups, the Empress, which is number three. What I see is that you don't even know what you are looking for right now. You are very, very confused. And especially, you don't know what's happening, what has happened, and what's happening still now. So many open questions that are preventing you from reaching the full potential of the sun energy right now. Clearly, we see moments in which you're really happy and moments in which instead you feel nostalgic, you feel like taking a trip back into the past in order maybe to understand better or looking for closure. But so far, at least, we'll see if I'm wrong. So far, what I see is that the only closure that you need is knowing that you deserve better. That's the only thing you need right now, Libra. It's clear as day. There is an internal back and forth, and that is what might be slowing you down right now. I see that you do not want to waste time, keep failing, especially when it comes to these type of situations. But maybe the truth is that you are moving on, you are taking other chances, but very often you find yourself in very similar dynamics. Whether it is with the same person or new people, it's as if you cannot break the cycle fully. You cannot fully let go of this version of yourself, which for one reason or another always ends up in situations where you lose yourself a little bit, or at least you fear that. You're afraid that you're going to lose yourself. Keep in mind that with the Six of Cups, we see a message that keeps connecting you back to the past. Now, again, maybe because of fears, maybe because you see similar things in new people, or also because you have flashbacks from the past. Sometimes it's not saying goodbye that hurts, it's a flashback that comes later. And right now, that's exactly what we see. But I love to see this Empress. It's giving me hope, and it should give you hope as well, because we see that you know deep down what you should do. You know what you deserve, Libra. Look at yourself in the mirror and really start loving that person that you see in that reflection. And when you love someone, do you wish for them to end up with the wrong people, with the people who take advantage of them? See yourself as you would see your daughter, your son, your best friend. You wouldn't really want them to spend even 1 second with someone toxic, with someone who do not appreciate them. I am 100% sure of this. I bet no one out there would say the opposite. And now you need to see yourself as that person, okay? And you need to give yourself the same respect, the same protection, the same love, compassion that you will give to someone you absolutely love. And I think that that's your turning point. I think that is the lesson you need to learn here in order to break that cycle, in order to just let go of this series, maybe, of situations, whether it's relationships, work, jobs, friendships, whatever this is, it's something that keeps pulling you back. And maybe you end up in these situations because, again, you don't think you deserve better, or you don't want to face the reality of things. Because with the star, I see you having a clear vision. The star, the sun right here, you have a clear vision of what you want. Maybe you're afraid to fully go for it because it might disappoint you once you're there. And so you end up settling, and you end up putting yourself right next to people who are very far away from this initial vision. Am I wrong, Libra? So let's see what is coming up. Let's see what you should prepare for in the near future. And let's see how the situation is bound to evolve. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So, first of all, the hangman right here. Look around you, especially look inside of you right now, Libra. Everything you're feeling, the way you're perceiving the situation at this moment in time, it's going to completely flip. It's going to be completely different in the near future. There is something right here which is making you see things in a completely different way. Help is coming, and this is not something that comes from you. This is an event, potentially a message. It's something that is clearly external, and it's going to make you see things in a completely different way. Now, when we see the tower, we know that all the illusions, all the lies that someone has told you or that you have told yourself are going to be clarified, are going to be revealed. And now you're seeing the truth. You're seeing things for what they really are. You see maybe what this person really feels, or you're just seeing someone for who they really are. And either you are able to let them go because now you don't feel that attachment anymore after you see this, or it could be the opposite as well. You were looking at someone with a lot of fears, with a lot of doubts, and then now you're going to see that actually you have nothing to fear. We'll look into it when we clarify, but hey, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of a beautiful situation that will break that cycle finally, once for all. What comes after this is clearly beautiful, mind-blowing, and it's reminding you, Libra, that, as I said many times before, negative things are as permanent as you allow them to be. And right now, that is the main message for you today. What we see is that you finally realize that you do have control over also situations that do not make you feel like you do. You always have control. And if right now you're saying, no, I don't, then you are part of the problem, Libra. You need to understand that, yes, you cannot control the other person. That's true, but that's not what I'm saying. You can control yourself. You can control your reactions. You can control the fact that you're going to walk away from something that is toxic, okay? And it's important for you to understand that in order to get to this new chapter right here, we see the potential has been around you and is around you already. But you need to understand how important your actions are, your thoughts, and your vision is in order to really get to a place where you can take full advantage of that sun energy, in a place where you can actually be truly happy and not temporarily, but permanently. So we've seen a very important message for you today, Libra. Now, let's start clarifying everything in order to find out even more details about the situation. And let's see what this entails. What is coming your way? What's this tower? What it's bringing to you? What is this information? And how it's going to change the upcoming events for you, okay? If you want to dive deeper into the messages with me, Libra, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal, free reading. I wanted to say free again, I don't know why. Some people actually think that it's not fully free, but it is. The reading is going to be from 30 to 60 minutes long, depending on how long the message is. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Libra. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events, the Wheel of Fortune, and right underneath, the Six of Wands. I mean, you're in for a big surprise. Seeing the Tower and then right after seeing the Wheel of Fortune is already a great combination. But then followed by the Six of Wands, come on. This is talking about a situation that it's completely going to flip around. It's completely going to change. And it's finally going to work out in your favor. This feels like that moment where finally everything is working out for you and not against you. How long has it been since you felt that way? How long has it been since you have invested in something, time-wise, money-wise, energy-wise, and you've seen a return? Probably a long time from what I see right here. And clearly, this is going to be that change, that transformation that you were hoping for. But again, don't forget, the cards are not showing you what's going to happen. The cards always show you what can happen if you make the right choices. And the right choices are always the choices that are made based on the love that you have for yourself, the respect that you have for yourself. It's as if right now you're becoming this new person who understand that you should only fight for those who fight for you. And because of the strength that you're developing by walking away from an energy that it's not easy to walk away from, you are developing a new level of self-respect. And that is at the very base of the energy that is coming in. Imagine being on a stage in front of people, having that confidence, that love for yourself. That is fundamental. You cannot be on a stage if you're insecure, if you feel that everybody is judging you, or if you feel like you're not making the right choices, that you're not good enough. No, you wouldn't be here in this position as well with your arms up. So that is key. That is the bridge that will take you here. Now, let's start clarifying all these messages that we've seen earlier. And let's see potentially what it is that you need to let go or what it is that you didn't know about this person, which I believe it's coming up with the Tower, but I don't want to anticipate too much. Let's start clarifying that double energy, and then we'll keep going with the messages. Six of Cups. Four of Swords with the Five of Cups. This is actually surprising me too, because I was not expecting to see this from this person, but for some reason it is important for you to know right now. What we see